HCAM programming is supported by our viewers, thank you, and by Golden Pond Assisted Living, honoring resident choice, dignity, and independence. Our health and wellness focus keeps residents active. Golden Pond, state-of-the-art senior housing and healthcare services.
And by WPC Pest Control, a family-owned business for over 35 years. Owners Jim and Rebecca Mazzucchelli provide honesty, respect, and integrity, performing safe and effective pest control services. They service your home like it's their home. Welcome to HCAM News. Tom Nappy at the anchor desk to fill you in with the latest happenings in Hopkinton. On this edition of HCAM News, Hopkinton Boy Scout Troop 1 hosted their annual fundraising dinner. The Ashland Legion baseball season kicked off. We'll show you scenes from the Hopkinton Multicultural Festival this past weekend. And Matt Clark will fill you in with the latest HCAM programming news with our HCAM Insider. But first, here are some happenings in town you should know about.
The 14th annual Sharon Timlin Memorial event to cure ALS took place at the Hopkinton High School Middle School fields. The event has raised over $1.5 million in research towards finding a cure for amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, commonly known as ALS or Lou Gehrig's disease. The event was started by former Red Sox pitcher Mike Timlin and his wife, Dawn Timlin, after Mike Timlin's mother, Sharon Timlin, passed away from ALS in 2002. Mike and his wife, Dawn, have since done all they can to help the Angel Fund, which is an independent nonprofit charity supporting ALS research at the University of Massachusetts Hospital. As usual, the event drew a huge turnout.
Well, today, our turnout was awesome. For the weather we had, it was a little bit overcast and cloudy, but we're about 100 runners short of, filling up the whole race. It was a great turnout. Everybody had a great time. As you can see now, the weather's just fine. But we had a great run. Everybody enjoyed it. Everybody that I talked to, they had a fantastic run. It was beautiful out on the course, and we just had a great day.
Excellent. And can you talk about the cause, what the money was raised for today?
Well, all the money that we have from this race goes directly to Dr. Robert Brown at UMass, and it goes straight to research, just trying to get some major steps done in the trials to get some of the medicines into ALS patients. So this is making a major headway. This is our 14th year that we've done this race, and we've raised just a little bit over $1.5 million. So it's been an incredible thing. It's almost sold out every year, and we just continue to have wonderful people, wonderful volunteers. So, I have to thank the Hopkinton Running Club. They run this whole thing, and we just kind of show up. So it's an honor to be part of it.
Hiller's basketball coach and teacher at Elmwood, Tom Keene, was one of the many volunteers for the dunk tank this year at the Sharon Timlin event.
It's just such a great event. The Sharon Timlin race every year, it's something that we really look forward to. My own kids look forward to it. My third graders look forward to it. And it's a great cause, and it's a ton of fun. So I look forward to getting dunked every year, even on a cold day like today.
How was the water in there?
The water was actually excellent this year. Nice and warm this year. Yeah, it was very good, very good. I got dunked plenty of times. I can't even count them anymore.
Did you have a lot of students come up and push the button?
Yeah, a lot of Elmwood students, which is nice to see. Elmwood was well represented today.
Are they going to get extra homework now?
Absolutely, all through the whole summer.
For more information, head over to SharonTimlinRace.org. The Hopkinton Historical Society and Public Library hosted a presentation by Boston Marathon bombing survivor Roseanne Sedoya.
A lot of people ask right off the bat why I chose to do the book. There's several reasons why. One being that for me, I realized early on that doing the interviews on the TV stations, the newspapers, for me, it was very therapeutic, because I'm not sure if anybody in this room could ever realize the words that came out, that I've been blown up. I've been in a terrorist attack. As a matter of fact, I had gone back to work for 6 months, and in the hallway I was talking to one of my former coworkers, and he made this comment that I was now part of history.
Roseanne talked about the struggles of overcoming losing one of her legs from the bombing, and talked about her life previously and currently.
Important things for me was early on when a lot of other organizations came, such as we had several military groups, Semper Fi and America's Fund, come and show that even though you lose a leg, 2 legs, an arm, an eye, fingers, that life goes on and you can still have a good life. And they look normal. When they walked in on those prostheses, one guy told me he could hop on one leg for like a mile if he needed to, which I don't advise. I heard that's bad. But it was truly encouraging to see them, and it was extremely healing.
She also read passages from her book entitled Perfect Strangers, Friendship, Strength, and Recovery After Boston's Worst Day.
Industrial accident, propane tank, gas line. But as soon as he walked through the ER doors and saw the beds crowded with bloody victims, he knew these people have been blown up by an IED. The pattern of a bomb blast is unique, not only to its victims, but to the shape of the blast itself. Essentially, no 2 bombs are alike, and no 2 people are injured in the same way. The bombs that took not just my leg, but eventually another 19 legs from 17 other victims were made with the pressure cookers filled with gunpowder, BBs, nails, and screws.
You can view the full presentation on our YouTube page, youtube.com/HCAMTV, and also catch it airing soon on HCAM TV.
Hopkinton Boy Scout Troop 1 hosted their annual pasta dinner fundraiser at the Faith Community Church. The event was a success, and a good time was had by all. Here's a look.
Hopkinton Boy Scout Troop 1 served up some pasta and meatballs at their pasta dinner fundraiser. There was also raffle items available. I talked with some of the troop about the event and their experience in the Scouts.
My name's Joe Abbott. I'm a scout and I'm part of the Grizzly Patrol. So right now we're doing the spaghetti dinner. We do it every year, and right now I'm serving spaghetti, but and the meatballs come out. But it's to benefit our troop, and so we can go on high adventure trips like Philmont and go like last year, 2016, which I wasn't on a trip. They went to somewhere up in Canada, so they go on high adventure trips, sponsor scout camps and lots of other stuff, and it's a lot of fun, and the pasta's really good.
All right, and how long have you been in the Scouts for?
3 years in Boy Scouts, but I've been doing it since I was since Cub Scouts.
All right, you enjoying it?
Yes, it's a lot of fun.
All right, what's your favorite part of the Scouts? Your favorite activity?
They have the summer kit that we do during the summer, of course, but that's a lot of fun because it's a big week of just having fun and getting merit badges, so it's a lot of fun.
Can you talk about what you're doing here today? What's your role with this event?
I am serving food.
Excellent. And how long have you been in the Scouts for?
I don't know. A few months, like 10 months, I think. No, like 7.
Very nice.
7 months.
Do you have a favorite activity that you like doing since you've been in the Scouts?
I'm going on the trips, adventure trips.
And what's your role with this event?
Throwing salad at people.
There you go. How long have you been in the Scouts?
A few weeks.
Do you have a favorite activity that you like doing in the Scouts?
Camping.
All right, very nice.
Because that's fun.
And what's this event for today? Is it
To raise money for scouting programs. Like I'm doing a 7-day camp out, and we really can't do that without renting snuff.
And how long have you been in the Scouts for?
This would be my 3rd year, I believe, in Scouts.
All All right, terrific. And what's your role with this event here?
In this event, right now, I am required to, serve delicious-looking sauce and also meatballs, I believe.
Okay, and what are some of the activities that you like doing in the Scouts?
A lot of activities I like doing is going on the mini camping trips because they're a great opportunity to kind of like get outside and get requirements done, and that's really a good way to get skills and kind of up your rank in Scouts.
All right, excellent. And I understand there's some items over there. Are you guys doing a raffle?
Yeah, so in this we do, one of the various ways we earn money is both selling the tickets for this, and we also, to earn money, is we go to different stores and places, and we ask them if they'd like to have a raffle, and they'd give us something to put up for the raffle, like some people have like gift cards for different places, and basically the money we earn from that also goes, as he said, to the funding of our Scout trips.
All right, and how long have you been in the Scouts for?
I've been in Scouts for about 3 years.
Terrific. And what's your role with this event here today?
Well, I am serving meatballs and sausages.
All right, very nice. And do you have any favorite activities that you like doing in the Scouts?
Well, I like going on the campouts. It's like a fun night away from like your busy life, like at school and whatever you do.
Coming up next on this edition of HCAM News, we'll show you what happened during the opening week of Ashland Legion Baseball. The Hopkinton Youth Commission, in partnership with the Hopkinton Culture and Diversity Alliance, hosted the first annual Hopkinton Culture and Diversity Festival. And Matt Clark will have our HCAM Insider. You're tuned into HCAM News. Don't go anywhere.
HCAM News is supported by our viewers and by Hopkinton Drug, located in this historic New England town since 1954. They are a multifaceted store dedicated to providing clients with an array of healthcare options.
And by Webster First Federal Credit Union, providing financial products with attentive customer service to the local families and businesses of Hopkinton. Visit us at websterfirst.com.
Hi, my name is Margie Wiggin, and I want to invite you to join me for my new show, Character Matters, on HCAM. We're going to talk about why do people choose the behavior that they choose? Why do they choose to be good? We're going to hear from people in history, we're going to hear from local heroes who make great choices, and we're going to hear from some puppets who talk about things they've seen, and they're going to say, "What? Did you see that?" "Yes, I did." Please join us.
Welcome back to HCAM News. Ashland Legion Baseball played 3 games during the opening week of the season. We were fortunate enough to have coverage of 2 of them. Here's a look at the first week of the 2017 season for Ashland Legion Post 77.
For the first Ashland Legion broadcast of the 2017 season, we were under the lights at Monaghan Field in Natick on Tuesday, June 13th. Natick was playing in their first game, and Ashland was riding high after a 10-0 road win in Hudson the previous day. Natick led Ashland 2-1 heading into the bottom of the 5th, but added on.
1-2 the count on Wilson. Kennedy Wilson having a pretty good day, an RBI double in the first inning. Reached on a fielder's choice in the 3rd and scored the 2nd run, and now hits this one into left field. That'll drop in for a base hit. 1 run is in, and the lead runner behind him held up at 3rd. So Dobek scores, Ferrucci to 3rd, Stone to 2nd on the RBI single for Wilson. Infield is in as he hits this one up the left side. That'll get through into left field. 1 run is in, a 2nd run being waved around. The throw in is cut off, and another pair scores for Natick on the RBI single for Harney, the 2 RBI single. Wilson up to 2nd, Ferrucci and Stone both score, and there's still no outs.
Natick plated 6 runs in the 5th inning and never looked back, taking the game 11-4. The next day, Wednesday, June 14th, Ashland Post 77 played their first home game of the season at Ashland Middle School. They hosted 1-1 Medford. Bottom of the first, Ashland loads up the bases and then takes advantage of the situation.
Line up and the pitch. Hit in the air over to right field, arranging over, making the catch for the second out, but runner from third is tagging and he will score. And it's a 1-0 lead for Post 77. A sacrifice RBI for O'Leary. Line up and the pitch. Up the left side. Drop by the third baseman. Picks it up. Throw to first. Is going to get away. Run scores. And now the lead runner is going to move up to third. 2-0 Post 77.
Ashland plated 2 in the inning. The score stayed 2-0 Ashland until the top of the fourth. 2 on, 1 out.
Set the deal. And this is a liner into center field. It'll drop in. 1 run is in. A second run being waved around as it rolls past Obid and Pessin. And we have a tie game. A 2 RBI base hit.
The double scores 2 runs, and then a bit later, this hit scores a third run. Medford then added 2 more runs in the top of the fifth to make it a 5-2 lead over Ashland.
Up the left side, past O'Leary, and 1 run is in.
Bottom of the fifth, Post 77 had a response.
And he will crush this ball over to left field, and that'll get by the left fielder, Fargo. Lead runner is going to be waved around. Here comes Ronan Bates, and it's a 5-3 ball game. An RBI base hit for Thomas. Absolutely tattooed that ball.
Might want to step out, call time, do something to disrupt his rhythm.
And he will hit this in the air over to right field, tracking it down, not able to get there is Payne. 1 run in, a second run being waved around, and the lead runner behind him will be held up at third. But guess what? We are tied at 5. A 2 RBI base hit by Ethan Tominski, who stands over at first base.
3 runs for Ashland in the bottom of the fifth, tied the game up at 5. Top of the sixth, Medford takes back the lead.
Line up and the pitch. And this is lined up the middle, and it is going to be grabbed by the shortstop, but it'll have no play, and a run will score. 6-5, Medford, an RBI single.
Post 77 offense not going away, however. Here's what happened in the bottom of the sixth.
Horning hit a .419 to be exact. Be a junior next season. And we'll line this one into center. That'll drop down for a hit. Runner being waved around third. Seymour is going to score the game-tying run. It's 6-6. An RBI single for Horning. Runner taking a big lead off of first, and that one is up high. And the runner will just steal over to second. I almost think he thought that was a walk, but steals uncontested. So Bates now at second.
We'll give him a defensive indifference, I think, on that one. There he goes.
And that one gets away. Runner from third, Horning going to score. And Post 77 has taken the lead. It's 7-6 as Thomas will get the free pass to first.
Ashland took the 7-6 lead by plating 2 runs in the inning. Medford now down to their final out in the top of the 7th. Monaghan flies out. That would do it. Ashland takes the wild game, 7-6. There were 4 lead changes in this one. Ethan Tominski went 2 for 3 and had a pair of RBIs. Jackson Horning went 2 for 3 with a walk, RBI, and he scored a run as Ashland improves to 2-1 on the young season.
Don't forget, you can rewatch any of the terrific Ashland Legion Post 77 games on our YouTube page, youtube.com/HCAMTV. The Hopkinton Youth Commission, in partnership with the Hopkinton Culture and Diversity Alliance, hosted the first annual Hopkinton Culture and Diversity Festival. The festival brought together a few of the many different cultures that make up the Hopkinton community. Attendees got to view native dances, artwork, history, and try food from several different countries. Here's a look at the festivities.
The Hopkinton Youth Commission and the Hopkinton Diversity and Cultural Alliance joined forces to bring to town the first annual Multicultural Festival. The festival featured displays of food and art from different cultures, including a few displays of dance from different countries around the world. There were several table displays, each table showing off a different country. The goal of the festival was to bring together the many different cultures that live right here in Hopkinton.
Hi, so welcome to the Hopkinton Multicultural Festival. Margie and I just really wanted a way to connect everyone in the community, no matter what your background is. We thought that it's super important for people to just get out in front of each other and just see what your own traditions, your own cultures, your own values are. And as you can see today, we have so many different people in Hopkinton represented. We have Irish culture, Indian, African American, Vietnamese, Chinese, just a little bit of everybody. And so this is our first event, and we hope that every year it gets bigger and bigger and everybody comes out to celebrate who you are.
All right, terrific. And how long did it take to plan today's event?
Oh, so it's interesting because, as you know, I started the Hopkinton Diversity and Culture Alliance in November. Margie's been on the Youth Commission forever. So I joined Youth Commission in January. So Margie already had planned to do a multicultural festival, and I was working on one, and so we just joined forces and came together, and this is the result, and we're just super, super excited, and we just see that this is going to be a great annual event to have here in Hopkinton, and it's just, we're just very thankful for everyone and their support.
My name is Sampada Veluri. I spelled Sampada. My last name is Velury.
Excellent. And could you talk about what you're doing here today at the festival?
Sure. So I'm from the school of Padam. We're a Kuchipudi school, so that's a type of Indian classical dance. So today we're going to be doing one classical piece, and then we're going to be doing a Bollywood song, which is another Indian movie kind of song.
Be on the lookout for more of the Culture and Diversity Festival on HCAM News Focus, airing on the HCAM channels and available on our YouTube page, youtube.com/HCAMTV. A whole lot of programming is coming up on the HCAM channels. Standing by to tell you all about it is HCAM's promotions coordinator, Matt Clark.
Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the HCAM Insider. I'm Matt Clark, and here's what's happening this week on HCAM. On Friday, June 23rd at 8 p.m., the Coffee Break hosts talk with Ashland Fire Lieutenant Lynn Monaghan on a new episode of Hopkinton Coffee Break. On Monday, June 26th at 7 p.m., former Hopkinton resident and songwriter Abby Peralt performs her self-written music on a new episode of Wake Up and Smell the Poetry. On Tuesday, June 27th at 3 p.m., Tom Nappy takes a look at the recent Hopkinton Multicultural Festival and a brand new HCAM News Focus. On Wednesday, June 28th at 7 p.m., Margie and Jen talk local and national happenings on a new episode of The Jen and Margie Show and invite you to join the conversation live on HCAM TV. On Thursday, June 29th at 6:30 p.m., Margie Wiggin teaches kids to be patient and courteous on a brand new episode of Character Matters. And on HCAM Ed, the Hopkins School Spring Concert, 6th grade Spring Concert, 7th grade Spring Concert, 8th grade Spring Concert, and High School Spring Concert will air. And also on HCAM Ed, the Hillers Boys Baseball vs. New Bedford game will air. If you want to know more about all of HCAM shows before they air, then head over to hcam.tv/connect, where you can sign up for our HCAM Insider newsletter. Or if you want to know more about what's happening in Hopkinton, you can sign up for our daily news updates. That's all for this week's Insider. I'm Matt Clark, and as always, thanks for watching. Back to you, Tom.
Thank you, Matt. That will just about do it for this edition of HCAM News. Don't forget, you can stay up to date with everything Hopkinton by checking out our website, hcam.tv, as well as our Twitter and Facebook page. Right now on our website, hcam.tv, you can view more about Ashland Legion Baseball, and also much more from this past weekend's festivities, including the Sharon Timlin 5K and the Culture and Diversity Festival. If you have a Hopkinton-related video, photo, or story idea, I want to hear from you. Email me at news@hcam.tv. With your help, we'll cover even more of our community. For everyone here at HCAM, I'm Tom Nappy. We leave you now with the current community listings and upcoming government meetings. Take care, and as always, thanks for watching HCAM.
HCAM is supported by our viewers and by Blackstone Valley Wealth Management, providing highly personalized financial planning, wealth management, and customized solutions through transparent, unbiased advice. Visit us at blackstoneValleyWealth.com.